the drop in viewership over the course of the last 10 years for the Oscars, which I believe has now fallen by at least 50%. On the Oscars webpage, it says that in order for films to be eligible, they do need to meet 2 of the 4 standards, the 4 inclusivity standards. For example, here it says the main storyline subject matter for the submission must be centered on an underrepresented group, either women, racial or ethnic groups, LGBTQ+, or people with cognitive or physical disabilities. One good example I like to use is the James Bond franchise, right? In 1995, I believe it was, when Judi Dench was first cast as M. And at the time, they made the same excuses that we're making now. And it's that it's not a big deal, right? It's just one small change. What will that harm? And M in the novels, in the Fleming's novels, is a man. I believe his name is Miles, Sergeant Miles. Since then, there was no retraction. They've just continued making M a woman, even though this was just supposed to be a one-off a one-off casting. They've continued to make M a woman because you accepted it and said, this is not a big deal. I accept this change by agreeing to go and watch your film. Now, if everyone at the time had said, okay, this is a bastardization of Fleming's work, I don't want this, I'm not going to watch this, and when the film fails, the next one, you'll ensure that M is a man as he should be. Now, had that been the case, you would not fast forward 10 years, and we've all seen the meme of James Bond, Daniel Craig's Bond, on the back of a moped being driven around by a black woman. Or at least the question I wanted to ask is whether this is something that just keeps happening or something that we have continually allowed to happen.